Hello students, welcome back to my channel. I'm here again with a sample question paper on ICSE 2024 examination for computer application. This sample paper is with solution for your help. As you all know, this paper is also divided in two sections, Section A and Section B. Section A, all questions are compulsory, so we'll start with it. Question 1, which mainly comprise of MCQs. So choose the correct answers from the questions given below. First, what is the above image showcasing regarding the features of OOPS, encapsulation, inheritance, abstraction, or polymorphism? Let's see the answer. It is encapsulation. We all know encapsulation binds data and methods into one single unit called class. And you can see in the figure, the same thing is being depicted. Moving on to second question. Relational operators are unary operator, binary operator, ternary operator, conditional operator. The answer is binary operator. Relational operator compares two operands and return true or false. Next question. If A greater than B and A greater than C, then which of the following statements is true? A is the largest number, B is the largest number, C is the largest number, B is the smallest number. The correct answer is A is the largest number. Next question. Which of the following might make the Java compiler report a syntax error in a particular line of program? The program is typed in the wrong font. The line contains a comma instead of a dot. It caused by the Java runtime. Program takes too long to complete. The answer is the line contains a comma instead of a dot. The reason in Java a comma is used as a to separate items in a list, such as in method arguments or variable declaration. If a dot is expected, that is for method calls or accessing object members, and we use a comma instead, it would result in a syntax error. Next question. Assume x equals to 1 with the following code snippet, int y equals to minus minus x. Which one of the following is true? X equals to 1, y equals to 1, x equals to 0, y equals to 0, x equals to 1, y equals to 0, x equals to 0, y equals to 1. Let's see the answer. It's x equals to 0, y equals to 0. The reason is minus minus x being pre-decrement operator. First x value get decreased to 0 and then y will initialize the present value of x, that is 0. Next question. Parameters in the method definition are called actual parameter, formal parameter, informal parameter, void parameter. The answer is formal parameters. What will be the output of math.ceil minus 0.6? It is minus 1.6, minus 1.5, minus 1.0, minus 0.0. The answer is minus 0.0. Math.ceil returns the smallest double value greater than or equal to the argument. So it is 0.0 and having negative value sign, the answer would be minus 0.0. Consider the following code snippet. Float x equals to 8.25f int y, y equals to within bracket int x. What are the values of x and y? X equals to 8.25, y equals to 8, x equals to 8.0, y equals to 8.0, x equals to 8, y equals to 8.25, x equals to 8, y equals to 8. The answer is option A, x 8.25, y 8. The reason is given here. X being a float value, get the fractional number, whereas Y is getting the value which is being typecasted from float to int. Thus, it holds 8 only. Next question, which operator cannot be used with the if-else statement? Less than equals to, or, and conditional operator. The answer is conditional operator. Rest all are used to create a conditional statement, whereas conditional operator itself is alternate to if-else. Thus, the option D is the correct answer. Given an integer array of size 5, the last index will be 0th index, 2nd index, 4th index, 5th index. The answer is 4th index. As index starts from 0, the last index comes at 4. Which one of the following statement is true? Binary search is less efficient than linear search. Binary search is more efficient than linear search. Binary search is as efficient as linear search. There is no comparison between binary search and linear search. The answer is binary search is more efficient than linear search. As we all know, with more number of inputs, binary search is more efficient than linear search as it requires less number of comparisons to find an element in an array in compared to linear search. Next question. JVM converts bytecode directly into machine code, another bytecode, high-level code, temporary code. The answer is machine code. Next question. What is the value returned by function compared to if the invoking string is less than the string compared? Is it 0 or value less than 0, value greater than 0, ASCII sum of the character? Excuse me, please. The correct answer is value less than 0. As we all know, compare to method compares two strings lexicographically and return a value based on the following logic. If first string is greater than the second string, it will return the positive integer, which results in greater than 0. If the first string is smaller than the second string, the result will be a negative integer, that is result less than 0. And if first string is equal to the second string, the result will be 0. Next question. Dash class is used to convert a primitive data type to its corresponding object. Is it string or wrapper or system or math? Let us see the answer. It is wrapper class. Wrapper class is used to convert a primitive data type into its corresponding object. Next question, which of the following is a valid character constant? Within single quote A, 4, within double quote A, within single quote A1, within double quote 4. Options are only 1, 1 and 3, 2 and 4, 1 and 2. The correct answer is option A, that is only 1. Character data must be enclosed within single character. A character data must be a single character enclosed within single quote. May it be alphabet, digit, or any other character. Next question. Which of these data value is returned by equals method of a string class? Is it char, int, boolean, or string? The answer is boolean. Next question. Assertion. In Java, no two identifier can use the same name. Reason. Identifier are case sensitive. Options. Both assertion A and reason R are true, and reason R is correct explanation of the assertion A. Both A and R are true, and R is not a correct explanation of A. A is true, R is false. A is false, R is true. The answer is both A and R are true, but R is not the correct explanation of A. The reason is both A and R, that is assertion and reason, are two different statements here. Next question. Read the following text and choose the correct answer. Function overloading is the only way to exhibit polymorphism in Java. What is polymorphism? To exhibit in more than one form, inheriting the feature of one class by another class, binding data and methods into one unit, hiding the background details from the user. Correct answer, to exhibit in more than one form. Polymorphism is exhibited in Java only through function overloading. Next question, assertion. Constructors are used to initialize the data members at the time of object creation. Reason, constructors cannot be called explicitly. Here the correct answer is both assertion and reason are true, and reason is the correct explanation of the assertion. As we know, the constructor cannot be called explicitly and they are invoked only at the time of object creation. The final MCQ part question. What will be the output for system.out.print character.is lowercase l? The correct answer is false, because is lowercase, check the character is in uppercase or lowercase, and here L is being up in uppercase, the answer will be false. Moving on to the next question. Question 2. What will be the output of the following statements? Int a equals to 3, system.out.println 1 plus a within bracket, and next system.println 1 plus a without bracket. Both are preceded with within double quotes a space. Second question is find the output of the following code. String str, I love my family. System.out.println integer.toString, str.length, and system.out.println str.substring 12. Let us see the answers. First one, the answer is 4 followed by 13. That is 1, 3 actually. The explanation is first time in the first print statement 1 plus a is in bracket, which makes it as integer addition, thus giving 1 plus 3 equals to 4, which is then converting to a string. Whereas in the second print statement, 1 plus a is not within the bracket, thus they are getting concatenated as a string, making it 1, 3. Second question's answer, it is 16 and then milli. The length of the string I love my family is 16 characters. Integer.toString convert this length to a string before printing it. Thus it becomes a 16 as a string out. And substring 12 will extract the portion of the string starting from index 12 till end of the string. So the output of this line will be milli. Next question. Write a Java statement for the following mathematical expression: 2 by 3 pi r square h. Now 2 by 3 should be 2.0 slash 3.0 into pi. It can be 22.0 by 7.0, or you can write math.pi with pi capital letter into r into r into h. Next question. Write the value of n and m after the execution of the following code. Let us see the answer. Here n equal to 0, m equals to 6. Let's see the explanation. Excuse me. 5 into plus m mod 3. Here m value is 5, which will increase to 6 because it is a pre-increment. Thus, 5 into 6, 30 mod 3 will become 0. So finally, n value becomes 0, whereas m becomes 6. Next question. What predict the output? Math.power 3.4 comma 2 plus 2 into math.square root 64. Next one, math.ceil 3.4 plus 2 into math.float 3.4 plus 2. Let us see. First answer 27.56, whereas second answer 12.0. You can see the explanation, the working part. Math.power returns the value x raised to the power y. Thus it is getting 3.4 to the power 2, that is square, becomes 11.56 plus 2 into 64 square root becomes 8.0. So answer is 27.56. In the second one, math.ceil 3.4 will give it 4.0 and math.float 3.4 will give 3.0. Thus the answer is 4.0 plus 2 into 3.0 plus 2, making it 12.0. Moving on to next. If x equals to 24, y equals to a equals to 24, b equals to 15, let's find the value a plus equals to b plus plus into 5 slash a plus 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 b. And the next question is, give the prototype of a function search which receives a sentence sent and a word WRD and return 1 or 0. Let us see the answer. You can go through the working for the question number 6, where the final answer is 43. And the second one, that is the question number 7, it is int search string sent comma string WRD. Moving on to the next question. How many times the following loop executes? It's a do-while loop. You can see the explanation through a dry run table being mentioned. And the final answer is the loop is executing 5 times. Next question. If int a, that is array a, having 7324892, sorry, I'm repeating again, array a having the data 734892. What are the values of x and y? And the next question is, write the returns type of the following library functions: is letter or digit and replace. Let's see the answer. First question answer, that is number 9. Here it's misprinted as 11. Since array index begins from 0, the given expression will be evaluated as 3 into 7 plus 8, making it 29. And the 10th question is Boolean, first one, and second one is string. Now moving on to section B, which comprise of programs. There will be 6 programs, out of that any 4 to be attempted. First question. You can see the first question is based on constructor and object. Constructor type program is easy to do if you understand the concept and the structure, because there's not very difficult logic hidden inside the program. So here is given the question, define a class student with data members, name, age, M1, M2, M3, maximum and average. Then we have a parameterized constructor. Parameterized constructor means the input values will be initialized through parameter, then compute method and display method. Then you have to write a main method and create an object and call the above member functions. Let's see the solution. Excuse me. So you can see here, it's starting with scanner class input. Then we have the class student. Here the data members we have mentioned as private. It may be without private, you can declare. Then the constructor should be public. You can see here the data members which are taking the input from user, those data members value are being passed through parameter. And other two which need to be computed within the program, they are not being passed here with any value. Then in the compute method, average is being computed. Now here you have to keep it in mind, as the average is a double value and M1, M2, M3 are integer value, they are being added and divided by 3.0 instead of dividing by 3. Then maximum and you can get by maximum with the max function, or you can use the if statement, if else if statement, whichever is convenient. Then the display method is displaying the data, and in the main method, we are taking the value through the scanner. You see the constructor being called, student obj equal to new student, passing the values, and then calling the other methods. Moving on to the next question. Define a class to accept a number and check whether the number is neon number or not. Neon number is and sum of the digits of the square of the number is equal to the number itself. Given an example 9, 9 square 81, 8 plus 1 becomes 9. It's a number program. Let's see the solution. It's a simple program. These programs, apart from the constructor based program, all other program can be done inside the main method, except the function overloading method program. So taking the input through the scanner, getting the square of the number, and then we are running a while loop to extract the digits, and finally adding the digits, making it with the same number becomes neon number, else not. Here you have to keep in mind every program must be well commented, and you have to declare a variable description table for that too in the board's web. Next question, define a class to input 15 integers, elements in an array, sort them in ascending order using bubble sort technique. I hope you all know the bubble sort technique well. In the bubble sort, the main concept is the looping part. You have to keep it in mind. The two loops here, one, the outer loop and the inner loop. Excuse me. Before that, declare an array. Here it's asked for 15. The size is 15. Then run a loop to take the elements from the array. Finally, the bubble sort outer loop is running less than 15, less than 14. Inner loop is 0 to less than 14 minus I. Inside that, we are taking the corresponding element, two adjacent element, ARRJ with ARRJ plus 1. If they are not in proper order, they are being swapped. Finally, you print the array elements. Next question. Here you have to overload a method named display. One is displaying a nested pattern. Another one to check a number is perfect number or not. Here we go with the solution. So you can see for the pattern, it is running nested loop, two loops inside one loop. And the display method for perfect number, it's also given there. Next question, to define a class to enter sentence from the keyboard, and count the number of times a particular word occurs in that. Display the frequency. Example, hello, this is wow world. Enter the word wow. The searched word occurs one time. Times it should be. Here it is. We are taking the string. After that, you have to add a space. This space will help to extract each word separately from the string. And then we are comparing with equals ignore case. If it matched, we are incrementing the counter. And finally, it is printing how many times the word is present. Moving on to next question. A class to accept 5 names in one array and their corresponding telephone numbers into a second array. Search for a name input by the user in the list. If found, display search successful, else not successful. Let's see the solution. Thank you for patient watching. All the best for your examination. With this video, I'll attach one link where one sample paper is being given in my website. It is unsolved question paper. I hope you can solve the paper and get it. Thank you.